You are now listening to the Vitalize podcast. Hey yo, what up, family? Welcome back to the Vitalize podcast. You're here with your friendly neighborhood host, Mr. Marcus Black, also known as Mr. Because You Can. And I'm excited to be here with you today. And man, I just want to take a moment and say thank you to every single one of y'all, man, for rocking with the God. Thank y'all for checking out that last episode. I said share if you care. Dang, I didn't know you was going to be like that, though. Share. Thank you so much for sharing the message, man, and helping me get the wings out. You did so much more than you know. Listen, if you're new here, we're so glad to have you in this community. I want to talk to y'all today about this message, because you can, and where it came from, because so many people have been asking me that, like, how did you come up with that? I got you. I'm going to tell you the story today. So I just had to whet your appetite, but before we do, let's get the pleasantries out the way. Thank y'all. For those of you who went and actually visited pursueyourwhy.org last week and contributed and joined the Million Club, can I just from the bottom of my heart say thank you? It's very hard as a nonprofit to find resources and funds to be able to save lives. We feed the kids every week. We pour into the kids. We're building a custom curriculum for the kids. It's a whole lot. And for you guys caring enough to take even $5 out of your pocket and say, you know what, I want to contribute to the mission. I want to be a part of the club. Thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. Listen, if you don't know what I'm talking about, because it's your first time ever hearing the Vitalize podcast, if you're watching this, you see I have a hat that has the letters MC on it. Stands for Million Club. And the Million Club is a group of people. We're hoping to get 1 million people to give any amount, $5 or above. And that million people basically becomes the support community that helps give the message wings of the organization Generation Y, which is a nonprofit that I co-lead. And Generation Y is an organization that was founded to stop bullying, to end teen suicide, and to erase the stigmas around teenage mental health, all while helping them find purpose and pursue it. So if that sounds good to you and something you can get behind, if you don't like bullies, you can help us end bullying by going into schools and shutting it down with a simple donation of even $5. If you wanted to help us go and stop kids from throwing in the towel on life and us throw it back and say you got more in the tank and it ain't time for you to give up yet, $5 can help us do that. If you want to help us erase the stigmas around mental health and let them know it's okay not to be okay, sometimes your feelings are valid and you can overcome those, they don't have to define your life, then even a simple donation of $5 can do that. And if you want to help us wake up the purpose inside of these incredible teens and go pursue that, providing even opportunities for them to do so, I think you got the message. A simple at least $5 can help us do that. And thank you for doing it. If you want to be a part of that mission and join the Million Club, all you got to do is hit www.pursueyourwhy.org. That's pursueyourwhy.org. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody doing that. Listen, last thing, just share if you care, man. If you picking up what I'm putting down, you like the message and you get life from this, like, please share this with 5 friends. Text it to them and say, hey, I checked out this episode. It really hit me. It really helped me. It really blessed me. I think it'll bless you too. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And if you guys haven't already, it really helps the show if you leave ratings and reviews. So I see the ratings and those are dope. Thank you so much. You can click whatever stars you think. I ain't even going to tell you what to rate it. If you think it's worthy of 5 stars, hit them with the 5-star rating. That's to my Apple users. On Spotify, just make sure you download the episode. That goes a long way more than you think. So, all right, that's out the way. I want to talk to you about this message. And I have so many people to ask, like, how did you go about becoming Mr. Because You Can? How did that become a thing? How is that, like, where did it come from? Like, how did you come up with that? It's so brilliant, but so simple. And I'm like, man, if only you knew. So many of you guys know my story. Those who don't, early on in my story, I got connected with a legend, a living legend by the name of Trent Shelton. He has been on a podcast episode this season. He was my first ever guest when I first started this podcast 6 years ago. And he was literally an incredible human who I admire greatly. And I saw how he was moving, and I saw the impact he had, and I saw him traveling the world, speaking love, life everywhere. And I wanted to figure out how I could do that too. And so this is a whole long story. I think I tell that story on one of the previous episodes, so you'll have to go find it. Maybe I can locate it and tell y'all where that is in the show notes or something. But I tell that whole story, so I won't do that today. But just know that it was nothing short of extraordinary the way that we connected. And so he became my mentor and my coach. And one of the first things he told me is, this is a whole lesson. This is for free. Branding is imperative. The most powerful thing you can do is to create a personal brand and to build a community around your personal brand. So he's like, you have to have phrases that are synonymous with you. You have to have words. And if I were to say his words, hey, like I say at the end of all my videos, it all starts with you. Let's get it. Like, I mean, you know who that is. You know immediately. As soon as I say it, you hear it in his voice. You know, if I say protect your peace, he has these things that are pillars of his brand. Hey, it's rehab time. Let's get it. You know what it is when you hear that, because he has branded himself and built community around those phrases. So the first lesson he ever taught me was, you have to build a community, bro. You have to build a army of people who care about the things you care about and who can give the message wings, because you can't do that by yourself. It takes the people. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what that message is. I know I want people to love life. Like, I want people to live life and I want people to love life, but I don't know like what words to say around that. And so here we are, and I'm trying to figure this out. And so he never gave me advice. He didn't tell me what to do. He just said, you'll know when you know. And so we were meeting regularly. And in all our meetings, he's like, you got it yet? You got it yet? I don't got it yet, bro. I can't figure this out. He's like, okay, we meet again. You got it yet? You got it yet? I can't figure it out. Guess what? 6 months passed. Hey, you got it yet? I can't figure it out, bro. I don't know. And some of y'all is like laughing, but also resonating with what I'm saying, because you don't got it and you can't figure it out. You're like, man, like, people keep saying this branding stuff. Some of y'all got it to a T and you like, yep, amen, yep. But some of y'all don't. And some of y'all is like, I don't know that thing. What are the things that you say? Like, I got some accidental ones. Like, I pulled up to Vegas a couple weeks ago at the Cheer Choice Awards, and as soon as I hit the room, I hear somebody from behind my head, "What up, family?" And everywhere I go, I hear, "What up, family? What up, family?" And I'm like, I guess that is a thing that I always say. But I didn't even intend that to become a part of my brand. It's just what I say, and here we are. But you know, when I say "what up, family," you can hear it in my voice. Let me hear you say it right now. Let me hear it. I'm gonna wait. Pause for the cause. Let me hear you. Okay, 10 of y'all, thank you, because that was dope. But the rest of y'all, you ain't say it. I want you to actually say it. I can hear you. That's what you don't know. I got magical powers. Now let me hear you say it. I bet you won't. Ha! That's better. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for humoring me. Goodness gracious. And to the other 17 of y'all that still didn't do it, it's okay. I still see you. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. You're going to say it at some point. But it's about building that personal brand and building community around it, because that's what gives your message wings. That's what enables your business to grow. That's what allows you to thrive and flourish. So he was telling me this, and 6 months passed, 9 months passed, and I still don't got it, fam. I'm not even gonna lie. It was like a year. A year had passed, and I've been working with this incredible human, and he's steady telling me what are the words, bro? What are the things? What's the thing you always say? And I didn't have it, and I was like, what should I say, bro? Help me. Tell me what to say. And he just, you'll know when you know. That's a good coach. He ain't gonna answer the question for me. And I remember one day, I'll never forget this day. I was at Will Rogers Park in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I like to go there a lot because it got some beautiful scenery. I like to put beautiful scenes in the background of my on the spot content. And I would just go out there and feel the breeze on my face and listen to the little ponds, waves crashing, and the streams and the water fountains. And, you know, I would just gain peace from being out there. And this one particular day I was out there and I was speaking. And I remember that I was watching the live stream, and that day there was a lot of people watching that stream, and there was a lot of people who were saying, like, this is hard. Like, you making this sound easy. Like, I can't do it. I can't do that. No, I can't do what you're saying. I don't have nothing to give. I'm too sad. I'm too broken. I'm too heartbroken. It's too difficult. I can't do it. You don't know what I've been through. It's too hard. I've been hurt too bad. I got too much trauma. I can't overcome this thing. You don't understand. And it's steady telling me, and I'm steady trying to come back and say, nah, I'm trying to tell you, like, you don't understand what I've been through, and you don't understand my pain and my trauma. And what I'm telling you, ain't none of that stopped me from building a life that I wanted to live. And they steady telling me, nah, man, but it's too big. You're different. You're talented. You got a gift. You got passion. You got energy. And I'm like, it ain't always been this way. And finally, I felt myself saying, I'm tired of you making excuses and telling me why you can't do what you said you want to do. Because I was able to get up and put one foot in front of the other and figure this thing out, and so can you. So stop discounting yourself. Stop belittling yourself. Stop tearing yourself down, and you get out and you go show the world your greatness because you can. And when I said it, every hair on my body stood up, from my neck to my arms and my legs, and I felt these tingles all through my spine. And I said, that's it. That's it. It's it. That's it. Wow. I said, because you can. And the reason it resonated with me so deeply was because my whole life I've been told I can't. My whole life I've been told I wasn't good enough. My whole life I've been told I wasn't smart enough. My whole life I was told that I wasn't strong enough. My whole life I was told I was too dumb, I was too lazy, that I would never amount to anything, that I'd be a bum, that I'd be a failure. I failed public speaking in college. More validation. They were right. I can't do this. I can't. And then one day, one sweet day, I decided I can. And so I did. And then I made it my mission to let the world know you can too. You can too. Don't you dare let nobody tell you can't. Because they lied and you can tell them I said it. I ain't hard to find. I don't call me Mr. Because You Can for nothing. It's because I took that message and I wholeheartedly embodied it, and it's everywhere now. This shirt that you see me wearing, if you're watching, is everywhere. I done sent these worldwide, Hawaii, Qatar, Australia, London, all over the UK. Like, I done sent this Middle East, South Africa. I have mailed these hoodies all over the world from people repping the message and rocking the brand because you can, which was just an idea in my mind. And I build around it. And I love being Mr. Because You Can, because I love being a person to help the light bulb set off in people's mind, to learn that they got more, to learn that they're greater than they thought they were, to learn that they got more in the tank. So who is they? They is you, fam. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You got more in the tank. You can. Whatever it is you put your mind to, you can. So if you want to start figuring out how to make your dreams a reality, and how, like, I told you how this message came about, and that's how Because You Can was born. I never turned back. I said it every day. I said it after every message. I said it in the book. I say it at the end of every podcast. I always say because you can. Because you can. It's tatted on my arm. Because you can. Hold up. Matter of fact, to those people watching, incentive. Boom. You see it. It's on the shirt and it's on the arm. This ain't no game, man. I live this. I live by this. And I want you to live by it too. So if you're listening to the sound of my voice and you kind of hear this story and you think like, man, that's a crazy story, I want to do two things. The first thing I want to do is let you know, if you're showing up in the world, you do have to build a personal brand. If you haven't found the success you want yet, maybe you want more success as an entrepreneur. Maybe your side hustle ain't taking off like you want. Maybe you do multi-level marketing. Maybe you do your own little thing. Maybe you have a podcast. Maybe you have a show. Maybe you have whatever it is that you're trying to get to take off and you feel like it ain't taking off yet, or you got no traction. How have you branded it? Have you created that thing that people know and it's synonymous with you? I have people tell me all the time now, when they hear Because You Can, they hear it in my voice. When they hear it anywhere, they hear it in my voice, or they think of me. And I'm like, dang, man, that's powerful. That's branding. So do you have that thing? And if not, what is it? How can you find? And so this is the challenge for you. If you haven't found the thing that people know is you, then you got to find it. Now, some of y'all have found it, but you're like, but it ain't called a wave yet. That's because you don't say it enough. Like, you say it, but when you say it half-heartedly, and you don't say it full because you're like, I kind of like it, but what if people don't like it? What if it's not good enough? What if there's something else? Man, pick your thing and run with it. Because You Can is so simple. You know how many times you heard that in your life, but you ain't heard it like I do it. You ain't heard it like I say it. You ain't heard it with the juice and the energy that I give to it. You feel me? So you see what I'm saying now? Different. Because you can. And the other thing that I want you to do is to know that whatever it is you put your mind to, you can. Famous quote, those who believe they can, and I can't give you who said it because I've heard it from like 7 different sources and I don't know which one is the actual source. But if you look it up, you'll figure out and find the source you want. But those who think they can and those who think they can't, both ways are usually right. So if you believe in your life that I can't be great, then you won't. If you believe I can't go be successful, you won't. I can't make money, you won't. I can't break generational cycles of curses, you won't. I can't have a successful, positive relationship, you won't. I can't find a community of people who loves me. I can't build a brand. I can't be successful in life. I can't. Guess what? You won't with that type of mentality. And I hate to say it to you like this. No, I don't. That's a lie. I love to say it to you like this because maybe you need a rude awakening so that you stop taking your life for granted and you get your little self up and you go live your life. Because you can. So stop saying you can't. I can't, and I can't do this, and I can't show up, and I don't have time. And okay, then you won't. If you can't, then you won't. Bottom line. But if you can, then you will. You know what? Maybe I can start a podcast and it be successful. I did. You can. When I started this thing, I didn't know. I counted the countries the other day. It was 61 countries of people that have listened to this podcast, that be listening, that be tapping in, that be checking us out. Man, that's crazy. I didn't think that would happen. What? When I started, but I did it. I could, so I did. I can start a podcast. And we started it, and look what's happened. I could be a speaker. I failed public speaking in college. It didn't even make sense for me to believe that, but I believed it, and so I did. And now I get paid by people to go and speak life and to speak the things that I've learned and principles and tactics and strategies and all these things. Come on, family. I can. And so I did. If you can, you will. So you have to figure out how you can shift the mantra in your mind from I can't to I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can be successful. Maybe I can break generational cycles. And then what will happen is you'll drop that maybe over time. Eventually that maybe will go away and be like, I can do this. What is it? What do you need me to learn? I can do it. I can. Can you do this? I can. Can you do this? I can. Can you do that? Actually, guess what? I can. And you will. And that's what I want for you. So even if you don't believe it, I want you to start practicing telling yourself you can every day. This is called an affirmation. Y'all know what affirmations are, but if you daily tell yourself I can be great in the world. I can be great in the world. I can be successful in the world. I can be financially prosperous in the world. I can. Guess what? You will. You gotta believe you can, though. It starts there. It starts with the belief. Belief is the bedrock. So I land this plane this way. I'm telling you all this you can stuff, and that's cool. And it's like, that's good, and that's inspiration, that's motivation, but you always want to leave you with something practical and tangible that helps make this a reality. So this is how we take the message from theory to practice, and I want to give you something to practice. I already gave you one affirmation. You got to practice affirming yourself every single day. What affirmation does is it leads to this first step I'm about to give you, which is an affirmation increases your belief. You might not believe the things you say when you first say them, but you're planting seeds into your subconscious that will eventually manifest and take root. And those seeds will grow, and they will grow into this right here, the first point I leave you with, which is that belief is the bedrock. Belief is the bedrock. What is a bedrock? Welcome, meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. The Flintstones is what I think of when I think of bedrock, because that's where they were. They were in bedrock, but bedrock was a foundation. It was a foundation. It's a bedrock. So when I say belief is the bedrock, I'm saying belief is the foundation upon which everything you will build will be built. Belief is the bedrock your dreams will be built upon. Belief is the foundation. That's what's going to hold it all together. So if you don't have belief, you won't be successful. There's no other way to put it. I don't want to hurt your feelings. But if your life doesn't look like you want it to, it hasn't manifested the fruit you wanted it to, it hasn't developed or grown into the dream that you wanted it to be and what you wanted it to look like, maybe it's because you don't really believe. And so if you don't have no faith or no belief, then it's not going to work out ever. You got to have faith and you got to have belief in that which is not as if it were. So I'm believing in that which is not as if it were. I'm believing in this future of success, which isn't there right now, as if it is there. And then it's going to become there because I'm going to learn along the way and build the relationships along the way. But if you don't have belief, you will never be successful. Find me a successful person, a millionaire, a professional athlete, a movie star, a doctor, a lawyer. Find me somebody who became successful without believing they could. It don't happen on accident. All these people who have dreams, who start something crazy, Steve Jobs when he started Apple, Jeff Bezos when he started Amazon, when you start looking at these crazy people that's done some crazy things in the world, it started by them believing when nobody else did. Steve Jobs got fired from Apple because they like, boy, you too crazy. You doing way too much. This ain't gonna work. You gotta go. Man's got fired. Guess what? They knew the products and how that worked, but they didn't have the vision. They weren't the source. So they had to bring them back. And then it flourished and became what it was. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people might look at you like you crazy for believing, but you better believe. My wife right now is a new artist. She just got nominated for her first Cheer Choice Award, top 5 artists alongside Jelly Roll and some other incredible artists, Rise Hendricks. And she didn't win the award. She didn't come home with a trophy, but she came home a winner, because she was the only woman in that top 5 category amongst these juggernauts with multi-millions of followers, and she was there, and she did it. And now her belief is that she's going to keep grinding, keep growing, she's going to win a Grammy. Some people be like, why do you think you're going to win a Grammy? You didn't even win the Cheer Choice Award yet. Yeah, I didn't yet, but it's coming. And that belief is what is going to make it come to pass, because that is the foundation for which hope is built. What do you believe? What do you believe? Do you really believe you deserve good things? Because so if you don't believe you deserve good things, you won't get good things. You won't even know how to handle them. You won't know how to steward them because you don't believe you deserve them. Ooh, ouch. You won't know how to keep a good thing because you don't believe you deserve a good thing. That's self-sabotage. Stop doing that to yourself. You deserve good things. Believe it. Tell yourself, I deserve good things. I deserve good things to happen to me. Affirmation, practice, put it into practice. And then that builds belief. How you build belief is affirmation. You tell your brain, you control the brain. It doesn't control you. You control it. But a lot of times we try to let the brain drive the ship, and then feelings and emotions kind of take over, and they shouldn't. You can control that. And it's not easy. It gets better with repetition and practice, though. If you have repetition and you have practice, it gets better, and you can do this. That's all I'm saying to you. That's it. So what is it that you believe? How can you increase the belief? And I'm telling you, success is on the other side of your belief. Success is on the other side of your belief. That is the basic fundamental thing needed in order for you to become and achieve that which you want to become. So whatever it is you put your mind to, whatever it is you're dreaming, this dream you're dreaming, it all ties back to the belief that you have in it. And I believe that I'm one of the greatest speakers on the planet. I believe that with my whole heart. And guess what? One day a whole lot of other people gonna believe it too, because I'm gonna keep being exposed to more audiences, and more people are gonna keep tapping into the message, because they're gonna continue to see me show up, shine, thrive, because I can. Oh, snap. What? And so what I'm telling you as we land the plane, belief is a focal point. Belief is a cornerstone. Belief is the foundation that this rests upon, that success rests upon, but belief alone ain't it. Oh, what? You mean you're telling me there's more? Yeah, I'm telling you there's more. Belief is a piece of the puzzle, but belief is not the whole puzzle. So if you're going to fit that piece in right here and position it and nestle it where it goes, then you got to put this other piece here. And the other piece, and the final piece, is you got to be about that action, boss. Marshawn Lynch said it best. You got to be about that action. So if belief is the bedrock, action is the activator. Action is the activator. When I was a kid, man, we used to have this stuff. I used to have this long afro. That might be hard for some of y'all to believe. I had a big old afro, man. And it would just stick straight up. And I'm like, man, this is cool, but I'm trying to have the curls for the girls, right? So I would have to go, and we would go and get this S-Curl gel activator, or we'll get that gold bottle. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, that gold bottle curl activator, and put it in my hand, get that gold and stuff, and rub it, and just massage it into my hair. And you know what happened? My big old afro would shrink down by more than half and be tightly intertwined curls. Because the movement of me massaging that activator into my hair made it coil and made it curly. And so what I'm telling you, just like that activator, action for you is the activator. So action is motion. How are you moving? How are you stepping? How are you growing? How are you going? What are the things that you are physically doing? Belief will inspire action though. When I believed that I was going to be one of the best speakers in the world one day, it made me start doing bold things, like reaching out to some of the best speakers in the world, which is how Mr. Trent Shelton became my coach and my mentor and now my brother and my friend. It all started with this crazy belief. And that belief inspired me to take action. And the action that I took made the dream a reality. So I hope you see this simple equation. All these people talk about manifestation like it's some mystical thing. Manifestation is a simple equation. It is belief plus action. Bam! B-A-M. Belief plus action equals manifestation. That's all it is, fam, is you believing boldly and is you taking steps toward the thing that you believe in and then watching that thing you believe in become a reality. That's what it is, straight like that. So I say to you, what is it that you believe? And what action are you willing to take to make your dream a reality? Whatever this dream that you see in your mind, I want you to make it real because you can. Whatever the thing that you want to offer this planet, I want you to go do it because you can. Whoever in the world is telling you what you cannot do, lied to you, and you can tell them I said it because you can. And I want you to take everything you got and put your gifts on the table and watch them be multiplied because you can. And I want you to every single day you wake up with a heart beating inside your chest, take intentional steps to go build a life that you love to live because you can.